It's good, YouTube. It's your boy YPD Walls, and I know a lot of you have already heard that a chart was released for to show people who can speed boost, what archetypes can speed boost, and here's the chart actually. Um, Starting with the 86 ball control. When you have the 86 ball control, it releases I think it may be tier 2 the dribble move. So with 86 ball control, you get certain dribble moves, and let's go down the list of the ones that can speed boost. Of course, the primary, which would be primary and secondary, would be passing and ball handling, which is a straight playmaker. The height of that can be 6'10" or it can be shorter. I also recommend that that you watch out for the weight of your player, because I don't think that 6'10", 280 or 250-pound playmaker could speed boost. So you do have to factor in the weight with that. Next is the passing and ball handling and shot created. The height of that is a 6'9" or shorter. They can also speed boost, and they will also unlock I think tier 3 maybe or tier 2. Not sure of the tiers, but it will unlock better dribble moves for your player. The second one's passing and ball handling, and driving and finishing. The height, the tallest he can be is 6'8". They will speed boost. Once again, you have to watch out for the weight, because of course you're not going to make, if a person can speed boost, you're going to want them at the lowest weight possible that you can get them. But according to the prelude, since not according to the prelude, but the prelude really didn't give us any options of attributes, numbers. It gave us the caps on everything, but we don't know what the caps are. So you really don't know what your speed is, and you really don't know if this, because it didn't allow us to upgrade any players also. So you really don't know if making this archetype this size and weighing this much can actually be an effective speed boosting archetype of player. Um, the list looks good. Moving on, passing and ball handling post forward. You make him 6'7" or shorter. The passing and ball handling 3-point shooter. You can make him 6'6" or shorter. The passing and ball handling defender. You can make him 6'5". Now the passing and ball handling defender is one that's actually I would take a look at, because not only can you have good dribbling, but you're gonna have pretty alright defense as well. So basically a defender who can dribble. I mean, that's pretty unstoppable to me. Um, but his height can be 6'5" or shorter. Basically a playmaker and a glass cleaner, which is passing and ball handling, rebounding. A 6'5" or shorter, shot creating, passing and ball handling, which seems to be like a favorite archetype of people. The shot creator, you can make him a 6'8" or shorter. I just don't see a 6'8" shot creator speed boosting unless his weight's always dropped down. That's just me. I mean, I can't imagine a 6'8", 225 or 250 shot creating playmaker, or shot maker as they call it, speed boosting. But you got a shot creator and a shot creator. I don't have the badges pulled up on each of these archetypes as I say them, but once the game comes out, you will be able to look up the archetypes of you be a look at the badges of the archetypes I'm explaining, I'm saying in this. And with that, the height can be 6'5" or shorter. And next one, shot creating, driving, finishing, 6'4" or shorter. Now that would be a problem. Shot creating, driving, finishing, 6'4" or shorter. The only bad thing about that is that the player is only 6'4". Now if he was like 6'6", 6'7", 6'8", which is be like a LeBron type player, 6'9", 6'10", shot creating, driving, finishing, that would be a problem. And he can speed boost, that would be a serious issue. But as you can see, it's not gonna allow that. Um, then you got last one on the list is driving, finishing, and passing and ball handling, which is a 6'4" shorter. Once again, I mean, you got basically a slashing playmaker. But I mean, 6'4", yeah, they can still dunk on people, but let's be realistic. A 6'4" slasher is really not finna be, according to how the genetics and how all of the gameplay is of 2K, how they're saying they're basically going to cater more towards a big man. You're not really finna get too many dunks off on a big man, especially like a 7'3" a pure lockdown or a 7-3 rebounding lockdown or even a 7-3 athletic lockdown, or you're really not gonna get too many dunks. So I think those two archetypes would be pointless. The last two at least. The shorter he is, the better to speed boost, but it depends on your primary and secondary skills with it. So now you go down to the 90 ball control, which unlocks elite dribble moves. So I guess these may be more cheesy dribble moves than what it was in 2K17. But you see all the primaries is the passing and ball handling. The first one being pure playmaker. He's 6'8" or shorter, which is a great build. He can dunk on people. He can dribble. Plus they got the Hall of Fame badges. Pure players have all the Hall of Fame badges. So with a pure playmaker, they got the dimer, the lob city passer, the flashy pass. Think maybe pick and roll maestro and ankle breaker Hall of Fame, which would be beneficial. Now you got the passing and ball handling, shot creating, 6'7". That's a decent build. Now you can speed boost to get open and shoot middies, or you can take it to the rack because playmakers can dunk also. We know that from 2K17. And you had the playmaker and the slasher with 6'5". Once again, the only thing that's throwing me off is the 6'5". I mean, you can still go to the rack and dunk on people 6'5", but how many actual dunks are you really gonna get for that? I don't think too many. Then you got the passing and ball handling for the post scoring. Once again, he's 6'5". I mean, that it's just that height is really not setting well with me. The 6'5", I mean, a little bit. If they was bigger, it'd be a different story. But hey, 6'5", it is what it is. And then you got the passing and ball handling, 3-point shooting, 6'5", which is ideal, because like I said, you can break ankles, you can speed boost around a person, you can get open for the 3-point shot, which your 3-point shot's really not going to be all the way maxed out. It's still be in the high 80s. I'm assuming maybe 83, 85. 6'5", which is good. The shot creating, passing, and ball handling, which is a shot maker, which I did a little research on this archetype, and I know the mid range may max out to like a 92. You take a major hit on the three, not the three, but you take a major hit with your ball handling and stuff. I mean, so. The 6'5", we could speed boost, but I'm pretty sure a lot of the 6'5" and 6'4" builds, those will be a lot of builds that people are probably going to use for the park. Because I know, even though they said that you rep up quicker than 99 if you play all the different game modes, but still a lot of people just going to play strictly park and try to rep up that way, to each his own. But going over this list, I mean, I feel as if, even though we haven't been able to play, I feel as if a lot of things maybe on this list may be a little inaccurate, but we have to wait and see until the game comes out. But anything 6'5" and below, you have to make a shooter. Like either somebody who guns from mid range and is a missile from mid range, or somebody who can shoot the 3-point ball. 6'5" or below, you're really not going in there dunking on nobody. So looking over this list, you can kind of eliminate the driving and finishing with the 6'5" or the 6'4" archetype. Now 6'6", that's decent enough to dunk on people. That was actually MJ size, but then I won't be surprised if I see a lot of 6'7", 6'8", or even 6'10" playmakers, even pure playmakers, just because they know they can speed boost. So 86 ball control unlocks a certain tier of dribble moves. 90 plus ball control basically unlocks the best dribble moves you can get on the game. So for all of those cheeseheads and dribble guys, you may want to take a look at this and really think hard and about what you're gonna make, and don't really rack your brain and trying to figure it out, because it will come to you as far as what works best for you. But that I'm just keep looking at that 6'10" and that 6'9", I just don't see how a 6'10" or 6'9" or even a 6'8" can speed boost. I mean, I mean, I just don't see it unless their weight's all the way down. Their weight has to be at the minimum to actually speed boost. But here, my name's YPD Walls, and I hope you enjoyed this. Shout out to Brutal Sim or Brutism for posting the link to this breakdown, and I will have more content for you guys soon.